today we have this massive box to open and unwrap, which is pretty fitting because it's also my birthday. Welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, let me catch you up to speed. A couple months ago, I got ran off the road and totaled my NB Miata. So far, we've replaced radiator, lower control arms, we've added coilovers and given it performance brakes. Now, inside this box is the last piece of the puzzle. A brand new second-hand Miata subframe. Hopefully this piece is gonna be the last step to getting my Miata back on the road and running and driving smoothly.
Oh my god, is that a new subframe?
A brand new second-hand subframe? What the?
Oh, that one was... What? A car that hit a curb. Yeah, got right off the car.
This is the new subframe we bought. It came off of a car with around 40 to 50,000 miles. When we pull off the old one, we'll do a better comparison, but this one looks like it's in a lot better shape than the one that's on that right now. So today, since this project would be quite difficult to get done with just me and Luke, we brought Andrew, Aiden. They're gonna be helping with this job so they can get done much quicker. The goal for today is to at least get the current subframe dropped out of the car, and then tomorrow we can come back and try put the new one in the car. Let's get the car lifted up into the air. Now we can get to disconnecting the brakes, the heat shield, and all of the little complicated things that need to be taken off before we can start moving on to the subframe itself. Well, before we can do all that, we have to play some car Jenga. Now this is the problem when you have a one-car driveway and like 8 different cars. Change of plan. What we actually want to do is just disconnect the caliper. The rotor will then come off, but then what we want to do is try and drop the subframe with everything else attached, and then we can swap it over to this while it's on the ground, and that'll just make the whole process so much easier and more efficient.
We literally have Fast and Furious garage here.
Well, it's slightly annoyed.
Where's your wheel torque?
You want to explain?
Taking calipers off, we're gonna hang them on the springs because the springs are staying on. Rotors will then come off, and we're gonna see if we can just take see if we can take the stuff.
Okay, bro. Like, you couldn't have waited for him to finish his thought. All right. Well, what's going on over here, Aiden?
My rear camber is a little off.
Don't you mean your dad's?
My dad's real camber is a little off.
There's her underside. See, when he goes 120 plus, this part jiggles like a star.
Oh yeah, look, it moved.
Here, yeah, it did move a little bit.
Cause I was drifting. Cause I mean, the car slid out in the rain.
No!
There was a deer! Oh no, a deer!
There was a deer! Update. We took the calipers off and we just attached them using a little like springy ball and a hook right here so that we're able to drop the whole subframe with basically everything attached. Now we just need to take this off. And yeah, this side should be good. Now this side, we've done the same thing. Caliper has been hooked up onto the springs. Just take rotor off. So, brakes. Alright, I'm gonna let him make
Shut the f up.
Plan is to remove the hub and the heat shield because that'll be easy to do while it's on the car. Then we'll drop the subframe and we can use and move the lower control arms while it's on the subframe that's not on the car because that shouldn't be too difficult.
Beautiful paint matched springs there, though.
Yes, I painted those myself.
Paint match coilovers.
Stop lying, bitch. Sorry, I said a bad word on YouTube.
It's okay, I can bleep
Instantly
it out.
demonetized.
I can bleep it
Oh
out.
wait.
Give me This might be the wrong way to twist it. I don't know.
Look, I
It
have a
needs
small
to go
question.
like this, right? The top one.
Gotta make sure it still runs. Our God still runs, we're good.
What's going on here? We got the wrench on this dang sucker up here.
It needs to go.
We got some brake juice.
That's how it needs to rotate.
We got some wet brake juice on here.
No, it's a nut, so it has to go the other way. Right?
We got some leakage of brake juice up here too. We got more brake sauce on here. Look at that. Look at that wet slimy brake sauce.
Wet rust.
Ow!
Yeah, that hurt like a bitch. Forceps!
On it, sir!
Bro, it can't even come out in 5th gear?
Are you touching my car? So the engine is going to be supported from underneath with a jack and a block of wood from the oil pan.
21.
But we have the chain just right here, just for some extra support, just in case something else happens. Bro, what are you into the same area? I guarantee. All right, I have these little boys doing my work for me. So right now he's working on getting the lower hub connection apart. And on this side, we're a little further ahead. Tie rod's looking to come off, and we already have the coil of.
We're trying to get the 2 control arms disconnected from the wheel hub.
What's the point? Just to like get it taken apart to get to the subframe?
Yeah. Wait, yeah, why are we doing this, guys? So can't we just keep all of this together and then just unbolt from the subframe?
We're dropping the subframe. But yes, you could, but I don't want to do that like on the car.
17.
A few moments later.
Lower control arms have been disconnected on the driver's side. Ah, it looks very, very empty right there. This side, however, we are still stuck on this tie rod, which is just as difficult as the other side, but we are still stuck at it.
This is this whole encapsule where the lower control arm connects like that is bent this way. So that's why our wheel is further set back in the car and why we couldn't get insurance to clear it for full coverage.
We have the passenger side control arms disconnected, everything like it's supposed to, and we have them set up just right over here. Luke is working on a bolt just underneath here, and then it's 5 or 6 bolts and the whole subframe can come off, and then we can give the comparison between the new one and the one that's currently on the car. Andrew has left us, but if we are still here tomorrow morning, he will be back. What we are doing is loosening up the remaining, I think, 10 bolts on the subframe. All we need. Uh-oh.
I got a baby.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Anyway.
All we need now is another 5 or 6 bolts, and then we can drop the current subframe and install the new one right there.
This part of the subframe is too bent back from the curb that this socket doesn't have clearance to go over it. So we're just gonna do a little.
Go.
Please don't do it.
Now we just wiggle the shit out of it until it moves. Yeah. Oh. Oh! Watch the car, watch the car.
Watch the car.
So install tonight?
Yes. Yeah.
Out with the old and in with the new. Old subframe is out. We have the dreadhead himself holding up the new subframe. The goal is to maybe have the car done tonight. It's possible. So, we are gonna put the new subframe in.
Let's bend this subframe. I'm gonna bend this subframe.
I have a washer that I don't know where.
Aiden, who lives at. We just torqued down all of the subframe bolts, and the only thing left is the steering rack, which needs to be put on. But other than that, take a look at this beauty. We have this, which isn't bent just here. So this is where it would be. Oh. Now, rev it. Right here is where it was bent. So if we come onto the old subframe, that is right here. This part is completely, ignore this, we bent this because this kind of went in. Now it is time to bolt everything else back up and put the wheels, brakes, everything else back on the car. Done. Hopefully we installed everything right, but we're just cleaning up, then we can get the car on the ground, take it for a test drive. So it's been a couple days since we fully finished the job, and I took it for alignment the day after. Drives even better than before the accident, which is to be expected because we did add coilovers. We also have Luke's Miata. This might be the first time it's been featured. And it's a piece of shit because the pop-up headlights don't work. But that's a problem for another day that may or may not involve me. But yeah, the car is done. The swap wasn't that difficult, kind of just took a long time. I think we were there for around 8 hours, but it was absolutely worth it. Now my car doesn't squeak when I make turns. I think I say this at the end of almost every single video, but we need a detail. She looks incredible. Those brakes are just beautiful, even though they do squeak. But I've been told that's normal. Thank you for watching this absolute shit show of a video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, peace out.